Not even her dog. It's my dog! She's taking my dog!
Few figures in Hollywood history have embodied the essence of cool as effortlessly as Steve McQueen. Known as the King of Cool, McQueen was not just an actor, but a cultural icon whose influence extended far beyond the silver screen. His life and career were a perfect blend of raw talent, rugged charm, and an indomitable spirit of rebellion that resonated deeply with audiences in the 1960s and 70s. This essay delves into the life, career, and enduring legacy of Steve McQueen, exploring the man behind the myth and the reasons he remains a timeless figure in popular culture. Terrence Stephen McQueen was born on March 24, 1930 in Beech Grove, Indiana. His early life was marked by hardship and instability. His father, a stunt pilot, abandoned the family before Steve was even born, and his mother, struggling with alcoholism, was often absent. As a result, McQueen spent much of his childhood being shuffled between relatives and reform schools. Eventually, his mother asked for him to be sent to live with her in Los Angeles. His then-stepfather was abusive, and Steve found himself on the streets at age 9, roaming around with a gang. He soon found himself in a juvenile detention facility where he was unpopular with the other boys. At the age of 14, McQueen ran away from home and joined a circus. 2 years later, he moved to New York, again to be with his mother. He met 2 merchant mariners who convinced him to join the U.S. Merchant Marine, his first taste of service. At his first stop in the Dominican Republic, he abandoned his post and started working in a brothel. From there, McQueen drifted about, doing odd jobs such as lumberjacking in Canada or selling pens in Texas. He was eventually arrested for vagrancy in the deep south of the United States and forced to work 30 days on a chain gang. In 1947, at age 17, McQueen received permission from his mother to join the Marine Corps. He went through basic training at Parris Island, South Carolina. Initially, he was promoted to private first class in an armored division, but had trouble with authority and was demoted to private no less than 7 times. At one point, he went absent without leave to spend 2 weeks with his girlfriend and was confined to the brig for 41 days. Somehow, McQueen was assigned to the Honor Guard, protecting the presidential yacht, the USS Williamsburg. His time in the Marines proved transformative. Although initially defiant, he eventually embraced the discipline and structure, earning an honorable discharge in 1950. This period of his life laid the groundwork for the resilience and grit that would later define his acting career. After leaving the military, McQueen used the GI Bill to study acting at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York City. Under the tutelage of Sanford Meisner, he honed his craft and began performing in theater productions. His rugged good looks and undeniable charisma soon caught the attention of Hollywood. McQueen's breakout role came in the late 1950s with the TV series Wanted, Dead or Alive, where he played bounty hunter Josh Randall. The show's success established him as a rising star and showcased his ability to blend toughness with vulnerability. This duality became a hallmark of his performances. The 1960s marked Steve McQueen's ascent to superstardom. He transitioned seamlessly from television to film, starring in a series of iconic movies that solidified his status as a leading man. Among his most notable early roles was in The Magnificent Seven, 1960, where his scene-stealing performance alongside seasoned actors like Yul Brynner and Charles Bronson hinted at his future dominance of the screen. McQueen's star power reached new heights with The Great Escape, 1963. As the fictional Captain Virgil Hiltz, better known as the Cooler King, McQueen delivered a performance that captured the rebellious spirit of the film's World War II prisoners. His motorcycle chase scene became one of the most iconic sequences in cinema history, cementing his image as a daredevil both on and off screen. By the mid-1960s, Steve McQueen had become synonymous with cool. His off-screen persona, marked by a love for fast cars, motorcycles, and a disdain for Hollywood's glitz, only added to his allure. McQueen's performances in films like Bullitt, 1968, and The Thomas Crown Affair, 1968, epitomized his effortless charisma and understated style. In Bullitt, McQueen played Lieutenant Frank Bullitt, a San Francisco cop determined to bring down a mobster. The film's car chase through the streets of San Francisco is often regarded as one of the greatest in cinematic history. McQueen's insistence on performing many of his own stunts added authenticity and excitement to the scenes, further enhancing his reputation as a Hollywood rebel. In The Thomas Crown Affair, McQueen showcased a different side of his talent, playing a sophisticated and cunning millionaire. The role demonstrated his versatility as an actor and proved that he could excel in more refined, dramatic parts. McQueen's personal life was as turbulent and fascinating as his on-screen roles. He was married 3 times, first to Neil Adams, with whom he had 2 children. Their marriage was marked by McQueen's infidelity and struggles with substance abuse. His second marriage to actress Ali MacGraw, whom he met on the set of The Getaway, 1972, was equally tumultuous. His third marriage, to model Barbara Minty, came in the final years of his life. An avid motorsport enthusiast, McQueen's passion for racing often intersected with his career. He competed in numerous motorcycle and car racing events, including the 12 Hours of Sebring, where he finished second in 1970. His love for speed and danger mirrored the characters he portrayed, further blurring the lines between his real and screen lives. By the 1970s, McQueen's career began to wane. Although he delivered strong performances in films like Papillon, 1973, and The Towering Inferno, 1974, his box office appeal started to diminish. His growing disillusionment with Hollywood and a desire for more meaningful roles led him to turn down several high-profile projects, including Apocalypse Now and Dirty Harry. In the late 1970s, McQueen's health began to deteriorate. Diagnosed with pleural mesothelioma, a rare form of lung cancer linked to asbestos exposure, he sought experimental treatments in Mexico. Despite his battle with the disease, McQueen continued to work, appearing in films like Tom Horn, 1980, and The Hunter, 1980. Steve McQueen passed away on November 7, 1980, at the age of 50. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy has endured. Over 4 decades later, McQueen remains a cultural icon, celebrated for his contributions to cinema and his indomitable spirit. McQueen's influence extends beyond film. His minimalist style, often consisting of jeans, t-shirts, and leather jackets, continues to inspire fashion trends. His love for racing and adventure has cemented his status as a symbol of freedom and individuality. Steve McQueen's enduring appeal lies in his authenticity. Unlike many of his contemporaries, McQueen never seemed to be acting, he simply was. His performances were marked by a naturalism that resonated deeply with audiences, making him relatable even in larger-than-life roles. Moreover, McQueen's life story, rising from a troubled childhood to become one of Hollywood's biggest stars, is a quintessentially American tale of resilience and triumph. His rebellious nature and disdain for authority appealed to the countercultural movements of the 1960s and 70s, solidifying his status as a symbol of nonconformity. Steve McQueen was more than just an actor. He was a cultural phenomenon. His talent, charisma, and unyielding spirit made him a cinematic legend, while his off-screen persona ensured his place as a timeless icon. From his groundbreaking performances in The Great Escape and Bullitt, to his enduring influence on fashion and popular culture, McQueen's legacy is as vibrant today as it was during his heyday. The King of Cool may have left us too soon, but his spirit lives on, inspiring generations to embrace individuality, chase their passions, and above all, stay true to themselves. For Steve McQueen, cool wasn't just a persona, it was a way of life. Thanks for watching. If you have a thought about Steve McQueen, drop a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button.